Good evening. Happy Tuesday. It's Veterans Day, Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. Thank you, all you veterans. It's a good day. Also, want to thank all those still serving. Talked about this yesterday. We are getting 2 days in a row of a fireside chat. And I didn't ping anyone before this. We're just gonna see who pops in. I've got a beer. We're gonna have a beer. We got Tiki Guy. You can't go wrong with Tiki Guy. There he is. Plywood. Good evening, sir. Happy Tuesday, my friend. First one in. Welcome. Welcome. Tuesday, Veterans Day, Fireside Live is what we're calling it. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a cocktail here, and not a long live. It'll be pretty quick. Saintly, thank you for your service, sir. Plywood, were you a service member? Robert, thank you for your service. Jacob 2A, good evening. Thanks for popping in. Gen X Gemini, good evening. Good evening. Look at this. There was no warning. There was no notification. Well, maybe he got some notifications. Robert got a notification, so that's good. Robert, I hope you and Dee are having a wonderful evening. Hope you were able to figure out dinner and get Mama home there and chill. You were not. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. Just didn't want to miss you if you were. That's all. I was in the Coast Guard, so I was barely a veteran. Do puddle pirates count? You know, it's funny. Please, airplane, do your dizzle. Anytime now. Anytime. So I told my boys to text my middle brother, Dan. Wish him happy Veterans Day. And I think it's important. I think it's important to capture all those folks that served. I think veterans aren't recognized enough. You know what I'm saying? And so, my oldest son, who's hilarious, sent him a text and said, "Happy Veterans Day. I don't know if it counts because you were in the Air Force." I was like, man, that's pretty good, buddy. That's pretty good. I was like, I can't even talk. I was a puddle pirate. So I technically don't think they count anymore. Candace, good evening. Happy Tuesday. Happy Veterans Day. We're doing a fireside Veterans Day tip of the hat. A little tough to do the tip of the hat with the knit cap, but we're gonna get there. We're out here hanging with Tiki Guy right here. Tiki Guy's keeping an eye on the beer over here. We're just chilling. It's not even that cold. It was kind of, it's kind of cold in the grocery store. It's like they had the AC on in there. You don't need to have the AC on days like today. It's too nice. We don't get enough of these here. No kidding. That's, you know what I got from my shitty ass fucking CEO? An email. A fucking email that was written up by some fucking intern, I'm venturing to guess. It was very, very, very insincere. Insincere? It's more like unsincere. I don't think unsincere is a word, but I just made it one. It's just one of those, like it was on a programmed release. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't buy that. I don't like that shit. Like, I don't need your fucking pity. You know what I'm saying? But, and I know I'm kind of like talking out both sides of my mouth here because I do think it's important to recognize our veterans, but I think it means more coming from good people. And I'm not saying our CEO isn't a good person. He's not. But it's, if you know somebody, that's all I'm saying. If you have a sibling, if you have an uncle, an aunt, a parent or something like that served, send that message. say thanks. Find one of the clever memes or something and send it to them. It means a lot coming from y'all. It really does. As opposed to corporate folks. Mystic, good evening. What you got? Everything good? Yeah? Okay, thanks. Let's see. Grit and Grace, good evening. Demo Man Don. Savage Airguns, good evening. Good evening. Mrs. just telling me dinner's ready, but like I was telling Metal earlier, it's gonna be hot as shit. I'm not eating. I know it just came out of the oven. It just came out. I'm not gonna eat it right now. That's a good way to die. So we're gonna hang outside here for a minute. Savage, thank you for your service, good sir. Thank you, thank you. The meatloaf, no, we are having potato casserole, and it is definitely a family favorite. Those of you that are watching carbs, it's a no bueno, because it's made with like the O'Brien potatoes and sour cream, cream of mushroom soup, bacon, cheese. Like it's definitely a comfort food. I think it was probably meant to be like a side, but we've turned it into a main course. And then what you can do is you take like some barbecue, and gross, I got filthiness on me. You get like the Lloyd's or whatever, like the pre-made barbecue, and put some of that on that. Oh man, that's good stuff. Cream of mushroom and steak. Bryant, good evening. That is that might be all right. I don't even really like mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hate them like mayo. I fucking hate mayo because I don't like eggs. But like mushrooms like cream of mushroom soup and stuff like that. Like it enhances stuff. It works. You know what I'm saying? Green onion. Oh, green onion's amazing. I had green onion in my Thai food the other day. That was delicious. It's great. It's gravy. It's mushroom gravy, right? You're right. It is. That's probably why I tolerate it. You got me, Saintly. You called me. You called me on it. It's okay. I deserve that. We got I got a piece of pin oak in here. Got a couple pieces of pine. Burning that down. The nice thing about that oak is it takes a while to burn. Not so much the pine. Excuse me. My apologies. Add more spice. No, that's good. Can't go wrong with. I think that is what's lacking sometimes. Y'all see that? That's that pine popping. Man, Robert, that's what we do, brother. That's what we do. Being from the North, being a Yankee, and I'm not making fun of any Yankees. I'm not. But they cook food different in the South, and I guarantee you, anyone that lives in the South or that is from the North that moved to the South will completely agree that it's different down here. Like, I love my mom. I do. But my wife's side of the family, their food blows it out of the water. And there's some stuff that my mom makes that is great. I love my mom. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you. It's just different down here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, gang. It's way different. I'm telling you, if you haven't spent any time in the South, you need to. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what I'm doing here, just for those of you that are new that don't know, we got the nastiest ball in the world. I'm throwing it for Stella, my Belgian Malinois, because she never gets tired of this game. That sound you just heard right now, that's her catching that midair. That's what she's doing. So, did my feet stop? Okay. For cholesterol type, if right. Yeah. Say Creole Mexican food, delicious, totally different animal. Southern style food is better. There's a couple things I like up north that are pretty good. You know, it's debatable though. You know what I mean? But in general, food down south it just tastes better. Sorry, I got dog crap in my mouth from throwing the ball. Blackbird Happy Tuesday to you. Another fireside chat. This is dedicated to all of our veterans. This is our Happy Veterans Day fireside chat with Tiki Guy right here. Yep, we are blessed. We're getting ready to pour another beer. I say another beer because I had a beer a while ago. As I mentioned yesterday, I had to work today. If y'all didn't catch that live, it's probably worth watching. And give me just a second before we get into that. Let me throw another log on this fire. Hold on here. That's just, maybe another two. Not that we're gonna be out here too late, but let's just see what we'll see, right? Let's see. Do this without getting splinters, because I split this wood and that's what I do. There we go. Anything to get that oak to burn a little bit better there. All right, I'm back. And do you hear that? That's that pine a popping. Stella's out there looking for her ball, I assume. I don't know why she can't find it. So that is a good question for the group. I'm saying stick with Veterans Day personally. That's just me. I think it's important. I don't think our veterans are recognized nearly enough. I was kind of talking about that a moment ago. So though I commend you, and I think I like the creativity there. I'm gonna stick with Veterans Day. Again, no. Don't mean that in any disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Just personal opinion. Know what I'm saying? What do we got here? Guppy, Gilly Suit, good evening. Happy Veterans Day. But $150 billion would give 30 million vets a $5,000 check. That is that's some hell of a math equation there. See how bright that got with that pine? Shit, I'm gonna be having the black lung here. Be fun if they added another holiday, right? You know what's fucked up? I didn't get today off. That's what's really frustrating. So, yeah, another red calendar day. I miss those days working for Uncle Sam and the variety of things I've done. So, not a new beer. But a very good beer. I haven't had it in a minute. The Atticus Lotus, the moth that we all thought was far more sexual than it actually is. It is a pretty can though. I love the artwork. Like I've said, I'm a sucker for the artwork. I love this. It's an IPA. I can't remember what the strength on this one is. It's up there. Right now, Memorial Day is another good one. Again, for those that didn't know, it's not National Barbecue Day. Not saying you can't barbecue either. Everyone always takes that the wrong way. But I love barbecuing. I love barbecuing on Memorial Day. I do, but that's really not what the day is about. Everyone forgets that. We're gonna get a pour here. We're gonna see what kind of pour we can get. I can already tell that's a little shitty. Shitty pour. Level it off. A lot of head on that. Look at that. Ton of head. Oh, yes, Scoot. Tiki Guy. Man, we were talking about you last night, Scoot. We were talking about Tiki Guy's long-lost cousin, Dan, the Tiki Man, who resides in Alabama. I'm telling you, Scoot, that cracked me up. That absolutely cracked me up. Look at that. Look at that color. That's a good IPA right here. If you're, looks like the Maine Beer Company. Man, that lunch was not all it was cracked up to be. I will tell you that right now. Yeah, 4th of July, Independence Day. They're another good holiday. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think changing Veterans Day is, no. In fact, I think it should be a law that veterans should be off on that day. I do, and So y'all know I had a meeting today that I had to go to, which was quite successful, just so you know. You know why? Because I fucking went. That's why. And then my boss's boss, my boss's boss's boss was there, who's a former Marine, very very old school. I like him, but yeah, he was there. So like if he's there, then I gotta be there. What are y'all going after? Y'all find something, huh? What are you looking for? They're going after something. This beer, so it's not overly carbonated, but it's it has some good head on it. It's a good beer. We're gonna knock this out, and then we'll probably shut it down and go eat. Give it a little bit here. Probably give us about 30 minutes or so. Another holiday, people can forget what it's about. Facts. Anyhow, meeting was successful, but I after we got off our live last night, I called the manager that is responsible for this account, and I said, hey, I gave her some pointers. I was like, here's what I want you to do, because she's please, like directly fucking overhead, seriously. Every fucking time. Guess what? Like before I started this live, no fucking planes, nothing. So I called her. I said, hey, because I was kind of prepping my stuff because, that's what I do. I prep everything the night before. That's what preppers do, right? Preppers gonna prep. I was on the flight path, but yeah, it's kind of a bitch. It's only when I film is when I notice it, though. It's funny. Plus, I'm not under the overhang. It's always so much louder when I'm not under the overhang. But I called her. I said, hey, I go, little couple tips. How you feeling? How do you feel about the presentation? You good? And she's like, yeah. She goes, I think I'll be there tomorrow. I'm going to practice a few more times. I was like, well, that's good. Because whenever you're doing presentations, it is important to know your material. And really, especially if you're doing like PowerPoint. Yeah, I had to use PowerPoint. The PowerPoint itself is your cue card. Never have cue cards and a PowerPoint. That's lame. Don't do that. Don't ever fucking do that. You'll look like a fucking idiot. Okay? This is Andrew helping you out. This is like presentations and speech class 101. Maybe a little more advanced, but don't do that. Know your material, understand it, and have everything up here, and let the PowerPoint give you your cues. Okay? But don't have a PowerPoint and cue card, because then you look like an idiot, and no one wants to look like an idiot, right? So, anyhow, I digress. I called her last night. I said, hey, here's what I want you to do. Here's how I want you to dress. And ladies, don't take that the wrong way. I told her the same thing. I was like, I'm telling you, you're going to be more successful dressing this way, right? And this wasn't Johnny Depp calling her. It was just her boss saying, hey, dress this way, not that way, right? And she accomplished the mission. She dressed as instructed, looked nice. However, this is where we kind of we do the however comma, but then we Tarantino it. If black pants, but no, she was wearing tan. It's kind of a cool look. She was wearing tan pants, and then she had like a sweat. Ow, that fucking hurt. Like a sweater, but then she popped the collar of like a plaid colored shirt underneath out. Really popped. It was a good look. It was sharp. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And I'm not a fucking fashionista. I'm fucking an idiot when it comes to that stuff. But it looked nice. It worked. Looked classy. Now I went a different direction because I was told this was important. And so color. I did not catch that, Guppy. I did not catch that. But it seemed to be regular underwear, not like a thong, if that makes you feel any better. So, because I can tell that. Anyhow, trust me, Guppy, the tail gets better. All right, you'll love it. You'll love it, Guppy. Don't go anywhere. All right, don't bust that nut just yet. We'll be right back. Let's get a sip of this beer. I'm getting parched here. Cheers, everyone. Happy Veterans Day. That's a good beer, gang. That's truly a good beer. It's crushable. Know what I'm saying? It's dangerous. It's absolutely dangerous. Anyhow, so boss tells me it's important, right? Because that's why I had to do the fucking PowerPoint and all this other shit. Get everything ready. Lark, good evening, sir. Happy Veterans Day, sir. So, Guppy, there's no reason to apologize in this chat ever. So I got myself ready. Got up this morning, and again I went straight from here there. I didn't go to the office. Wanted to give myself, get in the right headspace and everything. And I went with my suit, with a very nice suit, new one, no one's seen, very well put together. It was sharp. It was so all right, let's start from the feet up, okay? 5'11", kind of like a chocolate brown Norris sneaker, okay? Sneaker, because here's the thing, right? I will not be uncomfortable. I will not be uncomfortable. And just like many of you, I'm also going to be prepared. So I'm not wearing shitty fucking dress shoes. I don't do that. I refuse. You know why? Because fucking dress shoes are miserably uncomfortable. You might as well have fucking rocks painted black wrapped around your feet. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't care how much you spend on dress shoes. They look like shit. Well, they look nice, but they feel like shit now. So 5'11", Norris sneaker, fucking spotless. Like this is the one pair that I only wear for special events like that. So they look clean. They're not scuffed up or anything. Looks good. Black suit pants. All right. Black belt. All right. Not like the black belt, like like regular black belt, silver buckle. Okay. Long sleeved, black button-up shirt. Two-tone, diagonally striped tie in 2 shades of blue, like a dark blue, and then like a navy blue, and then like a cobalt blue, but a little bit darker than cobalt, right? And then the thing that popped was the blue suit jacket. Yeah. That so ACR was looking like a fucking pimp today. Looking like a fucking pimp. Like my boss's shy guy. Good evening, sir. My boss's boss that was there, the Marine, like he looked at me. He had that little smirk, that little Marine smirk. You kind of got to know the guy. Like he's not very happy about anything. And he looks at my boss and goes, "You better fucking take a picture of that, because he fucking never dresses like that." I was like, "You fucking right. That's right. So good meeting. But here's where it gets better. Okay. I find, all right, guys and gals, it's the same. Most of the time, like, guys don't give two shits about how they dress, how they look. Like, I mean, sometimes they do, but women do. and that's not a dig at women or anything. Women always are very aware of how they look. It's a trait that they have. It's a skill set, right? That being said, everyone knows when they look good, right? Like ladies, like, you know, like if you're going out to the club or whatever, like, you know, like you're like, God damn, yeah, I look fucking good, and I'm going out. I'm gonna fucking break some hearts tonight, whatever, right? That's cool, and I fucking support it. I looked fucking good today, right? All right, and here's how I know. This was the validation, right? And this is gonna sound very terrible because, you know, my lovely wife said, yeah, you look fucking great. You look like a fucking knockout. You know, hell, I thought I was going to be late to work. But I left that meeting and I went to the office briefly. And I'm pretty sure I've talked about this other gal before. She's definitely the hottest, in my opinion, the hottest thing in our office. Like, it's one of the hottest things I've ever seen. She absolutely qualifies to be in the black quad, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know where I'm going, right? Major significant factor to the black quad. Okay. I'm sure gonna miss. That's funny. So, please, airplane, screw up my tail. Mikey, good evening, sir. Happy Veterans Day. So I get to the office and we're just gonna call her Miss S. Okay. And she always looks good. All the time. She's super good at her job. All right. I want that to be first and foremost. She has some refinement to do in some areas. Okay. But she always looks good. She is sexy as fuck. And I've told my wife this. I was like, she's fucking hot. Like, hot. Like, yeah. Fucking hot. All right. Anyhow. I'm standing there. I'm talking to one of these other managers that I was surprised to see in the office. Works for me. And I'm talking with her. And I see Miss S walk up. Looking fine as fuck. And with zero shame of me looking or anybody else, she looked me up and down, toe to head and back down with the most amazing smile, like I was a piece of meat. Like, no fucking shame. None. Just looked me up and down multiple times. Like, it wasn't even like slow motion. You know what I'm saying? And then comes over, she's like, you look fucking hot. I was like, ah, damn, I could fucking die right now. Jesus Christ, this old fat fuck still pulling that? Hell yeah. I was like, it's like the opposite of cat calling, right? What do they call that? Is it still cat calling? I don't know. But that made me feel good. I came back home and told the wife. And she's like, Jesus Christ. She goes, do I have anything to worry about? I was like, probably not. But probably not. What, so she can go to the disappointments room? Come on. We remember this compliment forever. Right? No, but it was nice. Like, I had lots of compliments from the whole office because I don't do that all the time. And it's like whenever you see someone out of the norm, it's people notice that. So, Confidence Reloaded. Good evening. Happy Veterans Day. We're having a Veterans Day fireside chat and a cocktail. Hanging out with all the good peeps tonight. Just having a beer. I don't know if Confidence Reloaded has seen my epic beer mug from Sister Krista that she sent. It doesn't get any better than that. My 2A beer mug. What? Hell yeah. So I said all that to say that it was, though today was not a great day, there were great moments about today. And all right, I'll be on the lookout, Robert. The it was a good day, and you know, anytime you get a little ego boost like that, makes you feel good, right? So sorry for the airplanes. Apparently between 7:30 and 8:10, all the fucking flights come out of Houston or going into Houston. They're actually all going into Houston based on the direction right there. Stroke the ego. I was hoping she'd stroke something else, but that's Johnny Depp and me. No, it was a good day. It was a good day, you know. Even Jay, that Guppy was asking if I could see her underwear line. Now Miss S wears, yeah, she's probably wearing a thong every day. That's the type of person she is. That's just her. I know, confident she came in at the craziest time, as I'm talking about coworkers' undergarments. Yeah. You've been to the Houston airport. Which one, Hobby or Bush? That's a good question. Yeah, they're definitely back at work. They're definitely back at work. They're saying, aren't they saying the shutdown might be ending? I've heard that pretty much like all the airline stuff is coming to. Speaking of airlines, yet another one. I think that has been resolved. They're all back to work now. Is that accurate? Did I catch all that news correctly? They're so low, I could absolutely hit them with a rifle, just so you know. That's what I deal with here. I don't know. Taking a so okay, that was probably Bush. That was probably Bush Intercontinental. But Hobby's a pretty big airport too. I think one of the biggest differences between them is what airlines go in and out of them. Obviously, Bush is the larger airport. You get the international flights out of there. Yep, I saw it pop up on my phone. I'll check it out here in just a few, because we're gonna wrap up this beer. Probably wrap up this this chat here in a few. Nice plywood. That's good. Clever. Clever. Look at that. There's just grossness hanging on this. Janet Airlines. There are a lot of different airlines out there. When was the last time y'all flew? Anyone fly lately? They've got kind of like, I'm not even gonna say, well, I'm gonna say budget airlines, right? Spirit. Is JetBlue still around? I don't know if JetBlue is still around. And you know, if you're not taking in a whole lot of bags or anything, so she got me fired. You can actually fly for pretty reasonable. San Juan JetBlue. Okay, JetBlue's still around. Okay. It's where they start getting you, like, you know, us old dogs. You used to be able to, you know, you'd fly. You bought your ticket, you flew, and it includes, like, everything was included, right? Like, your bags, like, you didn't have to pay extra for a bag. You had to carry on and everything. And then I remember when they started the weight limits on the bags, right? I was actually still in the service. I was flying a lot in the service for my last job. And because of what I was doing, I had a lot of gear. But they gave us these badass bags. It was like a it was like a hard bottomed wheeled duffel bag, but it was massive. It was massive. You could get a lot of stuff in there. Get all your gear, get your uniform stuff, get yourself some civilian clothes and shit, whatever you're, doing. But then that, like you had to keep it under like 60 pounds, right? 60, maybe it started out like 70 pounds or something. Cause we were creeping up on the weight limit. We had a lot of shit we were flying with. And on top of that, this is the fun stuff. Those of you that have been to some interesting schools in the service, we had to carry letters up. DJ the Metalhead Mercenary, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Good sir. The new tennis balls. This one is not new. This one's absolutely disgusting. Jacob Jue. But when you get to go to some of these schools, you get exposed to different particles that flag on the ion scan machines. And so we had to have a command letterhead in our bag that basically said that when you scan this, you will most likely find, your ion scan machine will pick up particulates of different known explosives. Know that they are service members and they've been to such and such and all that. It was a well, I would say it's a lengthy letter. It was a full page letter, but it was basically our get out of jail free card that we had. So nice, Stanley. But we'd have those letters in there, so you could always tell when TSA flagged your bag for ion scan, because it was all fucking rummaged through, even though you put the fucking letterhead right on top, right? Those idiots. But yeah, so we'd fly, and I just remember trying to keep our bags under 70 pounds. Like that was always kind of a challenge. And then they dropped it, what is it, like 50 pounds now? Has to be under 50 pounds, and you have to pay for the bag, right? You still got to pay for the bag on some of these airlines. So it's a racket, right? And then like some of these other budget airlines, right? They start getting you with the seat selection. Oh, do you want to choose your seat? Well, there's a fee for that. There's a fee to choose your seat, and then there's also a fee to sit in that particular seat. Like, I might as well just fucking get the ticket from fucking Delta or wherever, right? Jesus Christ, where's this one going? That's on a different route. Oh, I know where they're going. All right, never mind. So, please take your sweet ass time. Please take your sweet ass time. They're literally right overhead. Thank God we aren't doing shots for every fucking airplane that flies by. That'd be a mess. It'd be a train wreck, wouldn't it? Oh my God, I instantly noticed the temperature change taking my hat off. That is a fact. So, gang, before we wrap this up, it's truly a pleasure hanging out with all of y'all. And I know there's so many different vets in this community that are, that are in this live, that are friends of the channel that I'm sub to, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you all for your service, for all the active members still serving. I think, again, they're forgotten about too sometimes, but thank you for your service. Thanks for protecting our freedoms. That's what I posted earlier, because it's true, and it doesn't matter what you did. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. There's a lot of combat veterans out there, and then there's a lot of veterans that are not combat MOSs or whatever, and all those roles are still important, and you you do what you do, okay? And it's awesome, and be proud of that, you know, and thank you. Thank you for all that. So cheers, gang. Thank you. It's too much to slam right now. Don't leave yet. Lawfully armed. Good evening, sir. Probably got a few more minutes. I couldn't slam that whole damn beer. That'd have been rough. Gruts still need beans and bullets. That's right. Spank you. That's what Johnny Depp was doing. That's I told my brother. I told him Happy Veterans Day. He's like, thanks, and you. I was like, I was a puddle pirate. All I did was fucking drink rum and fuck hoes, man. You're welcome. What? You're welcome. Jesus Christ. Has it even been a minute since the last one? Support vets, give them a Hummer. There we go. Even better, give them a hum and Coke. All right. Okay, maybe you don't need to go that far. Maybe you don't need to give them a hum and Coke. I mean, it's not bad. Just saying. Oh yeah, man, Saint Lee, I get what you mean, man. It is a tough response. It is. Mainly off grid. Good evening, sir. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Tuesday. Nice, Lawfully. There you go. DJ, you got a date for tonight. Glory, good evening, sir. How we doing? Good evening. We're not too far from wrapping this up. I got to go eat chow. I haven't eaten today. Rum and Pepsi, nice. Plywood. I'll tell you, Plywood, rum and RC Cola. Trust me on that one. Rum and RC Cola. Yeah. Know everything November. I think Lawfully, were you in last night when I was talking about my son telling me about No Nut November? Did y'all hear that? Yeah. Again, here we go, just being filthy fuckers on my live. That's what we do. It was a couple days ago. It was probably like the 8th. And he's like, hey. He's like, you know, because he watches my videos after the lives, and he's like, hey, I saw that you talked about the No Shave November. He goes, you're obviously doing that. And he goes, what about No Nut November? I'm like, No Nut November? He's like, yeah. I was like, Jack, I've missed that at least 37 times already. So that one's out. We can't participate in that one. It's out. I've screwed that up 37 times already in 8 days. So I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Yep. And yep, just be mindful of that sock I may have left underneath your pillowcase. I'm getting interesting texts right now, not from y'all. Well, I'm gonna have gotten some from y'all, but people being weird. Oh, how was that beer, Mystic? I haven't tried that one. Did you try lunch, Mystic? Show and tell. I don't know why I said it like that. It's show and tell, but I like show and tell. Good evening. Happy Tuesday. It's similar to lunch? Oh, fuck that. I don't want that then, Mystic. Lunch was subpar. That's all I'm saying. It's just, I mean, I would never pay that much for that beer ever again. That's all I'm saying. Not being called a troll. This little girl right here, Stella, has, we've been playing ball for hours. Oh, did I just get that shit in my beer? Man. Scoot, that's classic. Just so you know, Scoot, I have subbed to the I'm a Ho tribe, I'm a Ho vlog or whatever. But that first one that you sent me is still the go-to. That one is so good. God damn, they are funny. That is a funny woman right there. She's a character. And if she's doing all that writing herself, touche. Because it's fucking good. It's really good. Oh, hold on. Who did I miss? Abigail. I missed you there. Good evening. The chat flew by. I missed you there. We're about to wrap this up, actually. I got to go inside. Nice, Abigail. Even Tiki guy thinks that's pretty funny. Clever. Touche. Touche. That's good. That was pretty good. DJ appreciated that one too. That's funny. That's funny. Oh God. Gang, it has been a good night. It's almost 8:30 and I'm eating super late. I hate doing that. It's whatever. I'm gonna have to go walk afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Walk off some of those calories. I'm barely inside my window. You know what? So if you do that intermittent fasting, it means I've got to move my time tomorrow even later. But gang, happy Tuesday. Again, thank you to all the veterans. Thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day. Go for a ruck, right? I did that earlier as well. Need to go for another. Cheers, gang. Bottoms up. Let's finish this off. Such a good beer. Oh, there you go, Abigail. Get after those squats. Hell yeah. That's a good exercise right there. That's another full body exercise, really. Those squats are brutal. Same with lunges. Ugh. TMT called you a drunk. You tell that Nancy TMT. He can call you a drunk when he stops drinking his little wussy ass drinks. I love you, TMT. If you're watching the replay, I love you. I'm just busting your chops, man. DJ, when you're ready to take that proper vacation in Texas, you just let me know, brother. That's all I'm saying. I won't eat up all your time, but we'll go out, do some shit, have some fun, have a couple drinks, take you to some good places, you know? So I need to watch Saint Lee's video. I got the notification, but I haven't had a chance to watch it. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, veterans and supporter of veterans. There we go. That sounds pretty fucking epic right there. Veterans and supporter of veterans. Man, I just come up with amazing shit. So, my best to you all. I hope you have a wonderful evening. We're gonna tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's halfway through the week, right? So keep pushing, keep the drive, keep going. My best to you all. Until next time, we will catch you later. We'll see ya.